Hey YouTube, this is Team D3S here. I know I'm a little late on this, but this is going to be Perfecting the Gravekeepers, Part 2. I'm going to get it posted up as soon as I can. I'm going to go over a few things right now. We're going to have about 2 weeks till Absolute Power Force, so there should be hopefully 2, maybe 3 more videos, and then you'll see the video for after the preview. Today I'm going to go over a few of the new stuff that's going to be coming out. First off, I want to start off by showing you guys, this is just the deck, again, whether you've already seen it or not. I just couldn't remember if I was running anything differently, because I've been working with it, changing around some of the tech over the past few weeks. So it works a little better right now, I think, but we'll see later on. There's what my scene goes. So first, everybody knows about, the sneak preview. You get your 5 packs, you get the Gravekeeper's Priestess there. You talk about her, and you get these. You can get the mat of the t-shirt. Now that mat just looks spectacular. So if you're watching this, if it's after the preview, I'm probably gonna trade pretty big for that mat. I'm dying to get one. So get to the first card. Here we've got the Gravekeeper's Visionary. I really love the art for this card. I think it looks pretty amazing, but he's really great and very simple to bring out. He's he's a dark. Of course, you got your allure, then you can Brill or DDR if you want to. That's not really probably what I'm gonna do. He's level 8, so he can be great for trade-in or what is it? I don't know. It's like tribute to level 8 and you get your draw 2 cards, but great for Magical Dimension, which I think is going to be really good with him in this deck. And I'm thinking about running it myself, so I can just get Chief out first turn if I have the option to. He's also got right there 2000 attack. So what immediately comes to my mind is Magician's Circle. That's going to make getting him out so simple just by attacking with someone. His effect, it's going to be pretty awesome too. Gains 200 attack for each Gravekeeper's monster in my graveyard, and if this face-up card be destroyed, discard a Gravekeeper monster instead. So that discard's going to boost his attack, but then they've got one of the spell cards that's going to help even that out. But what I'm considering with this deck is you've got him at 2200, I'd say, or no, they gain 500 for the Necro Valley. So he's gonna be dead even with Gores. So your opponent, if they try to suicide him into Gores, just flip your face down. I'm probably gonna think about putting one in, Phoenix Wing Wind Blast or Gravekeeper Break or what have you, whatever you wanna run, so you can discard a Gravekeeper. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. And you can blow up something on the field, maybe Lightning Vortex. You blow up something on the field, top deck something, stall, whatever you can think about doing with him, and that boosts him up. So there, you punch over Gores. I know it's kind of stupid because it's only 200, but I think it's going to work really well. I think I'm running 3 of him, dropping, if I can get him, dropping my Spy down to 2, taking out the Gale, the Caius, and the Spirit Reaper, but I'm not sure yet. Next, get Gravekeeper's Descendant, and I'm actually, I think I'm more excited about this card than I am Visionary, because this is going to be a whole lot easier for me to get, because he's just a rare, and his effect you don't need Necro Valley for, which is awesome right off the back, but he can be searched with Magician's Circle as well, of course. He's just 1500 attack, 1200 defense, so you can search him with Spy, which is really useful. It's going to come in great handy, and then you can just tribute Spy. Oh look, boom. Pop something. So there's not a whole lot of combos you can do with this one, except if you're in a mirror match, you could Siding Creature swap, I guess, or discard if you haven't summoned yet, tribute Chief, destroy a card on your opponent's field, steal, add Chief back, tribute him, summon Chief, bring back Descendant, and tribute him again. So maybe double summon might be something that will work in this if you want to run like 22 or 23 monsters. Right now I'm at about 21. You know, the deck's now over 40. I don't like to run more monsters than I do spells and traps, but we'll see with this deck. And of course, is a dark, which is great for Allure. Just gonna come in handy. Next is the spell card. This thing's gonna be awesome, except for the fact that, you know, you have to have 2 Gravekeepers in your graveyard. You can't, like, you know, say up to 2 or anything, but it adds them back to your hand, and it can't be affected by Necro Valley, so it's gonna lower Visionary's attack points, but then you can play them again, or you could, like, you know, play this and then use Hand Destruction to send those 2 to the graveyard to draw 2 more cards. Maybe get a Gravekeeper steal and you can, like, you know, pull a loop or something, I guess. I tried it already, like I proxied it. I didn't record it because I thought it would just be embarrassing if I did something wrong. So, Charm of Shoddy, which is sort of like a Kalute or an Honest for Gravekeepers, sorta. Them and the Cat of Ill Omen and the Owl of Luck. None of those count as Gravekeepers, which, you know, they work with the Gravekeepers, but they don't qualify, which I do not like very much. And this card is going to work great with, you know, this with, I'm thinking like Reload or something. You know, you could set Spy, you had a Gravekeeper in your deck, you could return it. It's just, you know, some things to think about. I'm not saying that, you know, all these combos I'm talking about are going to, like, work in a tournament, but it could come in handy, like, if you just want to, like, fool around. I'm probably going to drop out, like, I don't know, I may just go down to, like, 1 tuner, because this deck isn't really going to focus on synchroing, but drop out, like, Teleport, or My Body, or something, or I may just keep on making the deck bigger. I don't know yet. This is probably going to be, like, 2 or 3, probably start with 2 inside deck 1 and see how that works out. So, let me know what you all think about that. Next we've got the Gravekeeper's Priestess. This card just looks so awesome, I think. I like the art especially. It's another female Gravekeeper, because if you watch the TV show like I do sometimes, and, you know, I said sometimes, I don't really like, you know, I'm not addicted to it, but, you know, then the Gravekeeper's Assailant is also a girl, which is pretty cool. So now you've got this one to go along with it. It's easily searched by Spy, Circle, Sanguine Tomato. This one is going to be really big, I think. It treats the field as Necro Valley, and it's level 3, which I think is probably its best asset. If it was a tuner, it would be just absolutely perfect. But it treats the field as Necro Valley, which comes in handy for a lot of things, like your Royal Tribute, Assailant, Cat of Ill Omen, a lot of different, you know, little cards like that. I mean, there's so many different possibilities you could do with this card, and it gains 200 for its own boost, and then, you know, if you can play Necro Valley, it's going to go up to 2200 defense, excuse me, and 1700 attack, so it'll punch over, I guess, you know, some of the smaller things. Not a whole lot that's going to be under 1700, but it'll punch over, like, Mizuki, pretty sure. That or it's dead. No, it's dead even with Mizuki. You know, there's just some stuff it'll help you punch over with. And that 1500 defense can help sometimes, I guess. Running the Book of Moons, you know, so you don't gotta worry about Shura the Blue Flame from destroying Priestess on the first turn. And I like its level 3 ability, especially for, you know, synchroning with Gale or Kribbins. I can get out Catastor or Goyo or Iron Chain, whatever I feel is necessary at the moment. I think I'm running 2 of this, probably dropping guard down to 2. I don't know. It seems like with this deck, there's just so many different possibilities with monsters. It's gonna be hard not to run more monsters than I do spells and traps, but we'll see. So those are just some things to think about. There's the deck again. Yes, I know I'm running Regulus, but him with Ancient Fairy Dragon can be so useful in this deck. Gain 1,000 points a turn. So those are just a few things to think about. Rate, comment, and subscribe to us as always. And see ya, YouTube.